Hey guys, I want to talk about some of the changes that are going live with Imperial City. Let's start with the gear. We will still be using Hunting's Rage because due to the simple fact that the 5-piece bonus increases our weapon damage like crazy. And it's overall a really good set with the crit bonus and extra stamina. Then we have the 5-piece Ravager. We will still be using this due to the simple fact that the 5-piece bonus also still gives shitload of weapon damage. Many people were worried that the cooldown that was introduced could cripple the set, but I tested it and the cooldown actually applies as soon as the proc starts. So after the 10 seconds you can proc the set after 1 second again. It doesn't work like you get the 10-second proc and then there is a 10-second cooldown. So it's still pretty good. Also, stacking only weapon damage will not work anymore due to the fact that they nerfed the item bonuses. As you can see, the 4-piece bonus, the weapon damage got nerfed from around 180 to 123. This is the only new change. We will be using Nerienth set. They buffed it like crazy. Now it has a 10% chance to proc instead of 2%, and they buffed the damage by 175%. So this will be really great. Then if you're a red guard or if you have enough champion points to keep your sustain up, then you can add some weapon damage glyphs now, because they got also a double increase. On life it's around 66 and here, as you can see, it's 133. Then the weapons. So they finally fixed the armor penetration. This will be probably our biggest loss in DPS, but it doesn't really matter. We will be using probably either 2 daggers with precise or 1 dagger and 1 sword. I'm not sure yet, I still have to do some more tests. On the second bar, still the Master's Bow with infused. Then the skills, basically still the same setup. On the main bar there is one new skill, it's the Beast Trap. It will increase your critical damage by 12%. So it might be worth using. I'm not sure yet because I haven't checked how long the buff lasts. But if it's really 12% increase, it will be nice. Then on the second bar, there's still poison injection, still the caltrops. We know now that caltrops don't proc Ravager anymore, but still, if nobody else is using them, at least one person should use them, because it's still like 1.5k DPS increase. Another skill that got a slight boost is Arrow Barrage. They finally fixed the skill and now Mighty increases its damage, and the duration got buffed by 3 seconds. So now it's actually a good dot. Also, Vigor is now available on a lower Alliance war level, as you can see. So if you have problems with healing, maybe slot this in arena. Yeah. Also, I changed to Ice Comet finally. If it depends, you still could use Shooting Star. If you use Shooting Star mainly on Trash, then keep Shooting Star because you get a lot of ulti back. If you only use it for single target, then swap to Ice Comet. I think it's better. Then another change, they kind of crippled our stamina regeneration a little bit. We never really had a lot, especially if you're not the red guard. you might have issues. So if you actually want to get stamina recovery without having to slot the werewolf ulti, because now if you want the werewolf 15% stamina recovery increase, you need to have the ulti slotted, and this is complete bullshit. So what you can do, you can swap to vampire, and as you can see, it increases your magic and stamina recovery by 10% while you have a vampire ability slotted. You could put that on the second bar, or on boss fights you could swap that out with this one, so you can put the elusive mist or something else, doesn't really matter, on the bar to get the 10% increase. But you have to check on your own. Because sometimes, yeah, for me, for a red guard, it doesn't really matter because we still have the adrenaline rush, which gives us shitloads of stamina. Then another buff, they buffed the Shadow Mundus Stone by quite a lot on life. It only gives 5%, and now on PTS they finally fixed this strange bug, and it finally gives a 12% critical damage increase, so this is a huge buff. That is probably why we also will use 2 daggers with precise to give us a really nice DPS boost. I have 2 more things I want to talk about. The Camo Hunter, they finally fixed the endless duration bug. And now our bigger problem with this skill, they also added the 2.5 second cooldown, which might cripple the skill. I have to do more tests, but if one activation of Camo Hunter doesn't give us like 20k DPS, then we have to see if it's still worth reactivating or just keep it in the bar to get the crit buff. Then the second thing is this new set. I did some tests and sadly it's not really worth using because the proc chance is a little bit too low. It didn't seem to proc a lot. The other thing is the 10% damage bonus seems to stack, but I tried it quite a lot and I never really got two procs in a row, so I think we will be sticking with the Hunting's Rage, just because those 300 weapon damage points are safe. After this video you will see a short video of the Essence Thief. This essence you have to catch looks quite nice, so just to let you know how it looks. Yeah, that's basically it for now. I will probably update the guide and create a new guide video 1-2 weeks after Imperial City release, because Zenimax will probably still do some more changes. Thanks for watching and goodbye.
It gives me the bonus.
Yeah.